Chosen one, Archangel Michael says, big tragedy is coming your way. I am trying to save. I am speaking to you now because something critical is unfolding around you, and you must not ignore this moment or scroll away as if it is nothing. What you are hearing is not meant to frighten you, but to prepare you, because a sudden shift is approaching your life that could have brought loss, confusion, and pain if you remained unaware. I am warning you ahead of time, so that what was meant to harm you will instead pass over you without touching your destiny. Listen closely, because this is about protection, not fear, and if you receive this with faith, you will walk through what is coming without being broken by it. Type Amen if you believe. The tragedy being spoken of is not random, and it is not stronger than my power over your life. It is something that was forming quietly, something that tried to align itself with your path, waiting for the right moment to strike when you felt least prepared. But I have already seen it, and I have already sent help before it could fully reach you. Archangel Michael stands as a shield before you, not after the danger arrives, but before it takes form in your reality. I need you to understand this clearly, so your heart does not fall into fear. The warning is not a sign that you are about to lose everything, but a sign that I refuse to let you walk blindly into harm. Many do not receive this kind of protection because they are not listening, but you are here because you were meant to hear this before anything unfolds. There is a covering over your life right now, and it is active, moving, and blocking things you cannot yet see. Before you go further, take a moment to show your faith by liking this video, because your simple act of agreement opens your heart even more to the protection and blessings being released over you right now. There is a shift happening around you that will try to appear confusing at first. You may notice sudden changes in plans, unexpected delays, or people acting differently toward you without explanation. Do not fight these changes, because they are not setbacks, they are redirections designed to move you out of harm's path. What feels like inconvenience is actually intervention, and what looks like loss of control is my hand guiding you away from something unseen. Archangel Michael is not standing idly. He is actively clearing paths, removing obstacles that could have led you into this tragedy, and placing barriers where needed so nothing harmful can cross into your life. You may not see him, but his presence is real, and his assignment over you is strong. There are things being blocked right now that you will never even know existed, because they will never reach you. You have been chosen for this protection, because your life carries purpose beyond what you fully understand. There are things ahead of you that must not be destroyed, and that is why I am stepping in before anything can touch you. The enemy does not like what you are becoming, and that is why this attempt was forming, but it will not succeed. What was planned against you will fail, because I have already placed a boundary that cannot be crossed. Type 777 if you trust God. Do not let fear take root in your heart as you listen to this. Fear weakens your awareness, but faith sharpens it and keeps you aligned with my guidance. You are not being warned so you can panic, but so you can stay alert, calm, and connected to me. When you remain steady, you will recognize the small signs that guide you safely through this season. You may feel a strange pull to change certain decisions or avoid certain places or conversations. Do not ignore these feelings, because they are not random thoughts. They are whispers of protection, guiding you step by step away from what could have harmed you. Trust these inner signals, even when they do not make logical sense, because they are part of how I am keeping you safe. There is also something else you must understand. Not every tragedy comes as a sudden event. Some come through people, through words, through choices that slowly lead you away from your purpose. That is why you may feel a distance forming between you and certain individuals. This is not punishment, it is protection, because not everyone is meant to walk with you into what is coming next. I am separating you from what cannot go where you are going. It may feel uncomfortable, but it is necessary. The path ahead of you requires clarity, strength, and alignment, and anything that could weaken you must be removed. Trust that what leaves your life during this time is not a loss, but a release from something that could have caused harm later. Archangel Michael is also strengthening your spirit during this time. You may notice a deeper awareness within yourself, a sense of knowing that something is shifting even if you cannot explain it. This is not your imagination. It is your spirit being prepared to stand firm no matter what tries to come near you. You are not as vulnerable as you once were, because you are being equipped in ways you cannot yet fully see. What was meant to be a tragedy is being transformed into a testimony. Instead of falling into something that would have broken you, you will walk through this season stronger, wiser, and more protected than ever before. You will look back and realize how close you came to something harmful and how powerfully you were saved from it. Could a hidden part of your brain be influencing your ability to attract money? A Columbia study linked to CIA research points to a small brain mechanism activated through a simple 7-second ritual. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this method is helping people move beyond financial struggles into more balanced lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, owning luxury cars, and finally taking luxury vacations. However, this page might not remain online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. Stay close to me during this time. Do not drift into distractions or ignore your spiritual connection, because this is where your strength comes from. The more you stay aligned with me, the clearer your path will become, and the easier it will be for you to move safely through everything that is unfolding around you. There are decisions you were about to make that would have placed you too close to this forming tragedy. That is why you may have felt hesitation, confusion, or even frustration when things did not move the way you expected. Those moments were not blocks, they were barriers placed with intention to slow you down just enough to keep you safe. What felt like delay was actually a shield being raised in your favor. Type yes to receive protection. Pay attention to how certain doors are quietly closing without struggle. You did not have to force anything, and that is because I am removing what no longer aligns with your safety and purpose. There are paths you once desired that are no longer meant for you, and this is not because you failed, but because they would have led you into unnecessary harm. You are being guided onto a path that may feel unfamiliar, but it is far more secure than where you were heading. You may also begin to notice that your energy is shifting. You are becoming more sensitive to environments, to conversations, and to the intentions of people around you. This is not weakness, it is awareness being heightened, so you can recognize what does not belong near your spirit. When something feels off, trust that feeling instead of dismissing it, because it is part of your protection. There is a reason why Archangel Michael is actively involved in this moment of your life. His presence is not called upon lightly, and when he stands near you, it is because something required strong, unwavering defense. He is not only blocking what is coming, but also cutting away unseen ties that could have allowed this tragedy to touch you. His sword is not symbolic, it is active, separating you from anything that carries harm. You are being covered from angles you cannot see. There are things being stopped before they even begin to form in your reality. Conversations that could have led to problems are being silenced. Plans that could have affected you are being disrupted, and intentions that were not pure are being exposed and removed. All of this is happening quietly, without chaos, because true protection often works in silence. Type 1111 to affirm your faith. You must remain grounded during this time, because confusion can try to enter when you do not fully understand what is happening. Do not let your mind create fear from what you cannot see. Instead, stay rooted in trust, knowing that everything being adjusted around you is for your safety and growth. When you hold on to peace, you allow my protection to work more clearly in your life. There is also a lesson within this moment that will shape you moving forward. You are learning to listen more closely, to trust your instincts, and to recognize when something is not aligned with your spirit. These are not small lessons, they are essential for where you are going. The future you are stepping into requires a higher level of awareness, and this is where it begins. Some people may not understand the changes you are going through. They may question why you are stepping back, why you are choosing differently, or why you seem more guarded than before. You do not need to explain yourself to everyone. What matters is that you remain aligned with what you are being guided to do, even if others cannot see the full picture. There is strength growing within you that you have not fully recognized yet. It is not loud or forceful, but it is steady and firm. This strength will carry you through moments where you once would have felt overwhelmed. You are not the same person you were before, and this is why what once could have shaken you will no longer have the same effect. The tragedy that was forming does not have authority over your life. It was an attempt, not a destiny. It was something that tried to align with your path, but it will not remain because I have already intervened. What is meant for you cannot be destroyed by something that was never allowed to take root. You will begin to see signs of this protection in the coming days. Things that could have gone wrong will instead resolve smoothly. Situations that could have caused stress will pass without leaving damage. You may not always connect these moments immediately, but they are evidence of what has been done for you behind the scenes. Do not rush through this period. Take your time with your decisions, listen carefully to what you feel inside, and stay connected to me. The more present you are, the easier it will be for you to recognize the guidance being given to you. You are not being left to figure this out alone. You are being led step by step. There is peace available to you, even in the middle of all this movement. You do not have to carry anxiety about what could have been. Instead, rest in the understanding that you are already being protected. What was meant to harm you has been weakened, redirected, and stripped of its power before it could reach you. You are walking through a moment that could have been very different, but because you are listening, because you are aware, and because you are chosen, the outcome is changing. What could have been a point of loss is becoming a moment of preservation. What could have caused pain is turning into a deeper understanding of how much you are being watched over. Why are so many people talking about the billionaire brainwave? A leading neuroscientist says it was identified during a private program based on CIA research. This 7-second ritual, confirmed by 4 neuroscience labs, helps align your thinking with better financial outcomes. Many are moving away from stress into improved lifestyles, with dream homes, luxury cars, and the freedom to enjoy luxury vacations. But this discovery may be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. You are now stepping into a phase where what was hidden will begin to reveal itself in quiet and unexpected ways. I am not allowing you to remain unaware any longer, because your safety depends not only on my protection, but also on your willingness to see clearly. There are patterns that will start to make sense, moments from your past that will suddenly connect, and you will begin to understand why certain things never worked out the way you once hoped. This is not confusion, this is clarity arriving at the exact time you need it. There were situations you thought you lost, but in truth, you were being pulled away before something harmful could fully take shape. You may have questioned why doors closed so abruptly, or why certain relationships shifted without warning. What you did not see then is becoming clearer now, because you are being given insight to strengthen your awareness moving forward. What once felt like disappointment is revealing itself as protection that was already in motion. Type 222 to claim protection. There is something else you must recognize in this moment. Not everything that appears calm is safe, and not everything that feels uncomfortable is wrong. You are being taught to look deeper than the surface, to listen beyond words, and to trust the quiet signals that rise within you. These signals are not random. They are part of the way I communicate with you when words are not enough. As you move forward, you may notice that your tolerance for certain environments and behaviors is becoming lower. This is not you becoming distant, it is you becoming aligned. Your spirit is no longer willing to accept what drains you or puts you in a position of harm. You are learning to protect your space, your energy, and your direction, and this is essential for what lies ahead. Archangel Michael continues to stand with you, but his role is not only to block what is coming, it is also to prepare you to stand stronger on your own. He is helping you build discernment so you will not rely only on intervention, but also on your own awareness to navigate what is placed before you. This is growth, not separation from protection, but an expansion of it within you. There are forces that tried to position themselves around you in subtle ways. They did not come openly, they came through distractions, through people, through small decisions that could have led you away from your path. But they are being exposed now, not through chaos, but through clarity. You will begin to see what does not align, and once you see it, you will not be able to ignore it. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. This moment is also refining your focus. You are being pulled away from noise, from unnecessary complications, and from things that once consumed your attention without purpose. What remains will be simpler, clearer, and more aligned with your calling. Do not resist this simplification, because it is creating space for what truly belongs in your life. There may be a moment where you feel like you are standing alone in your choices. This is not abandonment, it is alignment. When you step into a higher level of awareness, not everyone will walk beside you in the same way. Some will fall away, not because they are bad, but because their path is no longer connected to yours. This is a natural part of growth, even when it feels difficult. You are not being left empty, you are being prepared for connections that are stronger, clearer, and more supportive of who you are becoming. What is leaving is making room for what is meant to arrive. Trust that nothing valuable is being taken from you, only what could have led you into harm or confusion is being removed. There is also a strengthening happening within your mind. You are beginning to think differently, to question more deeply, and to recognize when something does not sit right within you. This is wisdom forming, not from fear, but from understanding. You are no longer as easily influenced, and this will protect you in ways you cannot yet fully measure. The tragedy that was forming is losing its ability to reach you. It is not because it disappeared on its own, but because it is being blocked, redirected, and dismantled before it can take shape in your reality. What once had a path toward you is now facing resistance it cannot overcome. This is the result of intervention, faith, and your willingness to listen. You may feel moments of relief without knowing why. You may notice that situations resolve more easily than expected. These are not coincidences, they are signs that the weight that could have fallen on you is being lifted before it arrives. You are being spared from things that would have required strength you should not have had to use. Stay attentive in the coming days. Watch how your environment shifts, how your decisions feel, and how your path continues to adjust. You are being guided in real time, not in a distant or delayed way, but in the present moment. The more you pay attention, the more clearly you will see this guidance unfolding around you. You are not moving toward danger, you are moving away from it, even if it does not always feel that way. Every step you are taking now is part of a larger redirection that is leading you into safety and stability. Trust that even the smallest changes are significant, because they are part of a greater plan that is unfolding for your good. Do not allow doubt to take hold as you move through this. Doubt can cloud your awareness and make you question what you are being shown. Stay grounded in what you feel and what you are learning, because this is where your clarity comes from. You are not being misled, you are being guided with precision. What if the real reason most manifestation methods do not work has finally been explained? A top neuroscientist linked to CIA research says, without the right brainwave, results stay inconsistent. This 7-second ritual, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people approach money differently and improve their direction. Many are now stepping into dream homes, buying luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations they once thought were out of reach. But this information might not stay available online. Click the link in the description and comments before it gets removed. There is strength within you that is rising quietly, steadily, and without force. It is not something that needs to be announced, but something that will become evident through your actions and your decisions. You are becoming more grounded, more aware, and more aligned with your purpose, and this will carry you through anything that tries to come near you. The protection around you is not temporary. It is active, ongoing, and deeply connected to who you are and where you are going. You are not stepping out of danger for a moment. You are being moved into a space where danger has less access to you. This is not just a rescue, it is a repositioning. This is how your life begins to shift permanently, not just through one moment of rescue, but through a transformation in how you see, feel, and respond. You are becoming more aware, more grounded, and more aligned with the truth that has always been within you. There is a quiet confidence beginning to rise in your spirit. It is not loud or forceful, but it is steady, like something deep inside you has finally found its balance. This confidence is not based on what you see around you, but on what you are beginning to understand within yourself. You are no longer reacting to everything the same way, because you are starting to see beyond the surface of situations. This is how you remain protected, by not being easily pulled into what is not meant for you. Type 1010 to receive blessings. There were moments in your past where you felt exposed, where you did not know how to protect yourself from what was happening around you. Those moments shaped you, but they do not define you anymore. You are not the same person you were then, and you are not standing in the same level of vulnerability. What once caught you off guard will now be recognized before it fully forms. Archangel Michael is still standing with you, but now his role is working alongside your awareness instead of in place of it. You are learning to stand with him, not behind him, and this is a powerful shift. It means you are no longer only being protected, you are also participating in your own protection through discernment and clarity. This is how strength grows in a way that cannot be taken from you. There may be moments where you feel a sudden clarity about someone or something in your life. You may realize that something you once trusted does not feel right anymore, or that a situation you were comfortable with now feels out of place. Do not ignore these realizations, because they are part of your protection unfolding. You are being shown what needs to be adjusted so you can remain aligned with your path. Type 2222 to receive miracles. There is also a release happening within you. You are letting go of the need to control everything, to understand every detail before moving forward. This release is important because it allows you to trust the guidance you are receiving without resistance. When you stop trying to force clarity, it begins to come naturally, and you are able to move with a sense of peace instead of pressure. The tragedy that once tried to form around your life is no longer holding its shape. It is weakening, breaking apart, and losing its connection to your path. What once seemed like it could have been a heavy moment is now dissolving before it reaches you. This is not something you have to fight. It is something that is already being handled on your behalf. You may begin to feel lighter without knowing exactly why. This is because the weight that could have been placed on you is being removed before it arrives. You are being spared from carrying something that was never meant to belong to you. This is a quiet kind of protection, one that does not announce itself loudly, but reveals itself through peace. There is a deeper level of trust being built between you and me. You are learning that you do not have to see everything to believe that you are being guided. You are beginning to understand that my presence in your life is not distant, it is active and constant. This understanding will stay with you long after this moment passes, shaping how you move forward in every area of your life. You are also being prepared for what comes next. Protection is not only about avoiding harm, it is also about positioning you for what is meant to come into your life. As certain things are removed, space is being created for new opportunities, new connections, and new growth. You are not being left empty, you are being made ready. There will be a moment where you look back and realize how much has shifted in a short time. You will see how things that once felt uncertain have become clear, how what once felt heavy has become lighter, and how what once felt confusing has settled into understanding. This realization will not come all at once, but it will come, and when it does, you will see the full picture more clearly. Do not rush this process. Allow it to unfold naturally, without trying to force outcomes or answers. You are being guided, step by step, and each step has its purpose. When you try to move too quickly, you risk missing the details that are meant to strengthen your awareness. Have you heard about the private group of neuroscientists working on brainwaves connected to money? A top researcher revealed this work was based on CIA studies not meant for public release yet. The result is a simple 7-second ritual validated by 4 neuroscience labs, now practiced at home. Many who once struggled financially are now living in dream homes, owning luxury cars, and taking luxury vacations. But this page could disappear without warning. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. You are not alone in this moment, even if it feels quiet around you. The quiet is not emptiness, it is space for clarity to grow. It is where your thoughts settle, your awareness sharpens, and your connection with me becomes stronger. Do not fear the quiet, embrace it, because it is where much of your protection is working. There is a calmness that is beginning to settle over your life. It may not be fully visible yet, but it is there, forming beneath the surface. This calmness is not temporary. It is the beginning of a new way of moving through life. You are no longer walking in uncertainty, you are walking in guided awareness. The path ahead of you is becoming clearer, even if you can only see a small part of it right now. You do not need to see everything at once, you only need to take the next step with trust. Each step you take will reveal the next, and this is how you move forward without fear. Stay connected, stay aware, and stay open to what you are being shown. You are not being led into anything harmful, you are being led away from it and into something better. What once tried to come against you is losing its place in your life, and what is meant for you is beginning to take its place. This is not confusion leaving you randomly. This is truth settling into your spirit, so you no longer question what you feel. I am allowing you to see just enough to move forward with confidence, without overwhelming you with everything at once. There were things that almost reached you, situations that came very close to becoming something much heavier in your life. You will begin to notice how narrowly certain outcomes were avoided, even if you do not see the full picture. This realization is not meant to make you afraid, but to make you aware of how strongly you are being protected. What could have been a moment of pain is turning into a moment of understanding. Type Amen if you believe. You may feel a deeper sense of caution rising within you now. This is not fear, this is wisdom being activated in a way that stays with you beyond this moment. You are learning to move with intention, to pause before stepping into situations, and to listen more closely to what your spirit is telling you. This shift is not temporary, it is becoming part of who you are. There is also a quiet separation continuing around you. Some connections may feel distant, and some interactions may no longer carry the same energy they once did. This is not rejection, it is alignment, because not everything is meant to continue with you into what lies ahead. You are being surrounded by what supports your path, not what distracts or weakens it. Type 777 to affirm your belief. There is something important you must hold on to as you move through this. You were not warned so you could live in constant alertness or worry. You were warned so you could move with clarity, without being caught off guard. When you understand this, you stop looking at this moment as something negative, and you begin to see it as something powerful. Archangel Michael is still guarding your path, but now you are walking with a deeper awareness of his presence. You may not see him, but you will feel the effects of what he is doing. Paths will open more clearly, decisions will feel more certain, and what once felt confusing will begin to settle into understanding. This is how protection becomes visible, not through noise, but through peace. You are also becoming more grounded in your own strength. You are not relying on others the same way you once did, because you are beginning to trust what you feel within yourself. This is not isolation, it is independence growing in a healthy and balanced way. You are learning that you can stand firm even when everything around you shifts. There is a quiet courage forming inside you. It does not need to prove itself, and it does not need to be seen by others. It simply exists, steady and present, guiding you to make choices that align with your safety and your purpose. This courage will carry you through moments that once would have felt overwhelming. The tragedy that once tried to form has now lost its direction completely. It no longer has a clear path toward you, and it is being redirected away from your life. What once seemed like it could have touched you is now unable to find its way back. This is not coincidence. This is protection, working exactly as it was meant to. You may still feel moments of uncertainty, and that is natural. You are adjusting to a new level of awareness, and it takes time to fully settle into it. Do not rush yourself through this process. Allow yourself to grow into this new clarity at your own pace, without pressure. There is also a deeper peace beginning to take root in your life. It may not be fully visible yet, but you can feel it starting to form. This peace is not dependent on what is happening around you. It comes from knowing that you are being guided and protected. It is something that will remain with you, even as things continue to change. You are being positioned for something greater than what you were facing before. What is being removed is making space for what truly belongs in your life. You are not losing anything that was meant for you, you are only being separated from what could have caused harm or confusion later. Is it really possible to attract money more naturally using a 7-second ritual? Research connected to the CIA suggests certain brainwave states influence how opportunities appear in your life. This technique, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people shift away from financial pressure toward improved lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But this information may not remain online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There is a clarity coming into your decisions now. You are not overthinking the same way, and you are not second-guessing yourself as much as before. This is because your awareness is stronger, and your connection with me is clearer. You are beginning to trust yourself in a way that brings stability to your life. As you continue forward, you will see how everything that felt uncertain is becoming more defined. You will notice how your path feels more direct and how your choices feel more aligned. This is not something that happens all at once, but it will continue to build over time. Stay close to what you feel is right. Do not let outside noise pull you away from the clarity you are gaining.